Hi, my name is Igor Stepanovic. We are talking about marketing. All day yesterday I spent searching for the material about copywriting. What is copywriting? And I came to the conclusion that copywriting is not an art but a science. Just imagine that thousands of articles every minute are added to the internet, and in commercial projects, in commercial websites, you may have a good traffic, good indexations, but no sales. If copywriting, it's all about sellability, yes? If your content is created with the main purpose of making your readers take a certain action, then we need to know and to understand the science of persuasion and influence. Okay, in advertising, you have only 3 seconds to capture the attention of your audience. And these few precious moments are crucial to setting up your brand proposition and how it can potentially solve a problem for the reader. The most plain reason that the reader easily leaves the pages is that you cannot spend 1 minute on the page that doesn't tell you what to do or what to know in plain words. They don't want to be bored, yes? So as a customers, I have a limited time. So tell me what I need to know. Tell me right away. Don't get cute about it. Don't make me hunt for it. I'm here because I have a need. Tell me how you will fill it or I'll leave. Okay, let's ask a question. Where to get a great headline ideas? And you know what answer I found? It is a little known fact that some of the highest paid writers write their cover headlines for popular magazines. And their headlines among the catchiest you will ever read. Also, there is a phenomenally successful global brands from which we can learn. For example, Apple. The Apple copywriters know exactly how to sell with words. They know the copywriting tricks and formulas that sell products. So just look at the big brands, yes? Someone said that headline is 80 cents out of your $1. And compelling and catchy headlines must promise some kind of benefit or reward to the reader to captivate the audience with power words. So witty content or clever content by itself doesn't do you any good. Make sure your content engages your audience, builds trust and encourages sales first. In a modern world, it's useless to be creative, original thinker unless you can also sell what you create. The fact is that people don't care how many words you wrote if you aren't sharing something that really helps to solve their specific problems. Powerful sales copy is like having an automatic money-making robot writing for you day and night. So the biggest investments you can make is learning how to write sales copy that sells, or writing isn't your thing. The consumers are very skeptical these days. They need a strong guarantee. Lots of study data shows that the guarantee offer removes objections and helps you make sales. Online customers read websites very differently from other written material, so poor website copywriting reflects very badly on your business. Over time, the copywriting has become a more and more a spammy practice. The complexity of internet projects is increased. The achievements projects are aggravated. So today, many brands threw a lot of money in vain, for paid advertising in social networks, and many throw money away with absolutely no sense. From a SEO standpoint, the search engines are miles ahead of where they were like 5 or 8 years ago. So you can't turn trash into cash anymore. Your internet project may be Me Too project, which is no better than successful projects that are already established in the marketplace. And it can be that your competitors build a useful and amazing product, service, or idea, and they don't need to sweat or organize or dream up some stupid campaigns. They just make money as first players or best players. And in your hard work, you may work very hard, yes, but you work for their profitability. You help them to make money. And even if your internet project possesses the required strengths, it needs to employ skills and resources superior to these of the competition to really win in a market segment. So the internet projects should enter the segments only where it can offer superior value and gain advantages over competitors. So first of all, there is a necessity to listen to your potential customers. So it's wise to have a view of the entire potential battlefield. What's working in your market? What's not? What it can learn from others, success or failure. I found a lot of interesting material on copywriting. This one, for example, an average 8 out of 10 people will read headline copy, but only 2 out of 10 will read the rest. The shorter your bio is, the more people will read it. The shorter sentences are easier to read and easier to understand. In headlines, numbers, digits in particular, are more shareable. The storytelling is more shareable than announcements. Most people post on Thursday and Sunday. Can be debatable though, but it's some study data. Yeah, most people post on Thursday and Sunday. So promote readability with short and broken sentences. Most people have time to read articles, to watch videos and photos after work, so evening time. Use imagery. Imagery helps readers instantly to understand their situation or benefits, plus it makes your copy more interesting to read. So include photos, graphs, videos. Our brains love images. According to one research, the aggressive or violent sounding negative, one more time, this is very interesting. According to one research, the aggressive or violent sounding words encouraged more social shares. Of course, writing about negative things or trying to make things negative isn't that great in a way to help us, but maybe it's possible to use this technique and turning it inside out and focus on positive. The hashtags will allow your posts to be discoverable in the search windows. Also, it works when there are testimonials, even with the pictures of the customers. Sometimes there are sugary testimonials, and that sounds like they are written by a marketer. So sugar-coated words tell how wonderful, how amazing, how super perfect a service or product is. This kind of testimonies nobody believes. Demonstrate a large amount of credibility in using statistics, expert references, and testimonials as appropriate. You must be authoritative. If you are not an existing expert on a subject, you had better have done your research. Show and prove that the value you offer far exceeds the price you are asking for it. Your words should match your target audience, needs and desires. There's necessity to listen carefully to your audience. The more you know about your audience, the more you know about audience you're writing for, the more targeted and relevant your copy will be. Put yourself in their shoes. The main goal in copywriting is to understand your potential customer so you can persuade, motivate, and sell them your product. And the more people see aspects of their beliefs in your writing, the more they will share your posts. Focus on benefits. Every great writer advises other writers to emphasize benefits and not features. The best headlines are those that appeal to the reader benefits. Talk about what your product does and not is. Give people a reason to do as you tell them. Do you want people to listen to your or follow your suggestions? Just give them the reason why. How are you going to make them happier, healthier, or richer? Make your content stand out of the crowd. Use social proof. The more subscribers you have, the better for your project. Yeah. So if you have lots of customers or you've handled thousands of orders in 24 hours, make it known. Also, social sharing buttons on the pages are important. If you ask a question, let the reader to say yes. It's a classic persuasion technique used by Socrates. Also, there must be considerations when thinking about posting frequency. Minimize the use of jargon. It hinders the understanding of article. Just remember that when it comes to the internet, nobody wishes to waste time figuring out information. Everyone wants it quick and fast. Don't use cliches. Be original. Search your brain for better words, catchy phrases, and fresher language. Cater your language to what your audience can understand. Create a curiosity gap. Sound bites sometimes use contrast or surprise because contrast and surprise attract attention. They startle the brain. Also, three sums are sticky and easy to remember. For example, you say the thinnest, the lightest, the fastest iPhone ever. Also, for example, instead of we provide the quickest printing service in town. Much better. Get your brochures printed in 48 hours or receive 25% discount. You see the difference? Again, over 5,000 customers have been helped by our service. It's much stronger in the active voice. We have helped over 5,000 customers. You see the difference, yes? Okay, explore different sources. When you discover content that is spreading, look for the denominators. Are the posts funny, serious, or about certain situations or lifestyles? Make a list of what you readers sharing the most, because when you make explorations on copywriting, what works, what doesn't work. Make the other post funny, serious, or about certain situation or lifestyles. Make a list of what readers sharing the most, because that's what they enjoy reading. Don't walk away from difficult stuff. There are no miracles. Objections do not disappear. You need to address them. If customers think that you are expensive, Then explain how you can help customers to save money, how you can help them to make more money, or explain how much more enjoyment they'll get from your product or service. So prove your value. What objections do your customers have to buying from you? How can you address them? Copywriting is about copywriting is about sales, yes? And selling is about taking away the customer's objections to buying from you. Enhance your credibility with technical details. Details sell. Determine your value proposition. Like, why should your customer buy your product or service? What's in it for them? Why is your product better than the one down the street? What are the key differentiation? The fundamentals of persuasive copywriting are: gains attention, focuses on the customer, stresses benefits, differentiate you from competitor, establish credibility, builds value, closes with a call to action. Depending on your product prospect and the type of content, you may not need to use all. So for example, the established brand names might not need to worry about proof and credibility, but keeping them in mind while you write and revise can help you create stronger, more compelling copy. You'll sound more confident and build more trust and credibility when you prove your case with reliable data. So back up your benefits and other claims with proof. This wins you over skeptic readers and shows that you really do know what you're talking about. A few copywriting ideas to back up your claims might include facts and statistics, methodologies, testimonials, case studies, success stories. Organize your writing with a formula. What I've got for you. What's gonna do for you. Who am I? What do you need to do next? What's your product? What does it do? Who is it for? Also use AIDA formula. Just look up on Google. AIDA. AIDA formula. Attention, interest, desire, action. The modern copywriter must understand good web usability practice and accessibility standards. It's also working with a designer to make sure that call to action is in the right place on the page. So the questions. Is my core business easy to understand within the first 10 seconds of navigation? Am I answering all the deal booking questions a customers might have? Did you make a clear design plan before actually jumping into content creation? As you get to know your community better, you'll be able to tailor content to them. You'll learn what makes them laugh, what makes them cry, what makes them angry, happy. So study your audience, study your customer. 10 questions for your friend to ask you. What inspired you to create this new thing? Who is it for specifically? What are those folks going to get out of it? What do you think folks are going to love most about it? Already 4, yes? It's number 5. Is there anything that might surprise folks about this new thing? Have you tested this new thing out with anyone yet? How it go? What makes you qualified to create this new thing? What are you going to charge for this new thing? When does it all start? And number 10, what the first thing the folks need to do in order to have or to begin to use this? For the credibility, you must communicate the trust So there must be strong guarantee, return, privacy policy, data about your track record, years in business, innovations and awards, publications, membership and participation in professional societies, seal of approval, agency ratings, media coverage. So, and also the website should enable site-to-user and user-to-site two-way communication, connection, the degree to which the site is linked to the other sites, also the commerce, the site's capability to enable the commercial transactions, layout and design, and all the values of the site's content that will attract attention of the visitors. Very valuable information. It's all for now, and thanks for listening.